so many ways, drama is simply unresolved trauma. As I've worked with different clients, I've recognized that most of the drama that they experience in life is a result of past trauma, that it wouldn't be so dramatic if they had dealt with certain trauma. And it's interesting when looking up the definition of drama, it's like, oh, it's a play, it's an act, it's theater, it's entertainment, or it's a story. When you apply it to real life, like, what does drama mean in real life? It means tension, emotional upheaval, difficulty. And what causes that typically is having been triggered, having an experience that brings up the story or the play that we decided was a part of our reality that is not affecting us or it's derailing us really from our reality. And it's not affecting us in a way that we really like or enjoy. It's rather painful or unpleasant, or maybe it's really exciting and fun. But once again, it's not sustainable. It doesn't last, just like most performances or plays do. They're temporary, and sometimes when they're over, sometimes there's a happy ending, and sometimes it's a really sad ending. And the only way to guarantee that there's really a happy ending is to get back into reality, is to decide who we are independent of the series of events that took place, whether positive or negative. We have to remember who we are. In doing more research into childhood PTSD, it's like the trauma that happens, which really continues to show up throughout our life. And how to heal from that is to remind yourself, who am I? What do I really need in this situation? Because if you were ever in a culture, a religion, or a family dynamic that tried to push on you what your identity should be, what you were to think, dress like, look like, talk like, act like, and then suddenly you're not in that environment anymore, where you're being challenged by your foundational beliefs, the only way to have a sense of security of who you are and not get caught up into questioning who you are is to have a foundation within your own body, to be present within your body. The symptoms of PTSD cause dysregulation, which is a disassociation from what's going on inside of the body, not being able to be present with how you feel, not being able to comprehend or get in tune or in touch with what's going on inside of you. And so here's a beautiful question that I was taught to ask myself when I got dysregulated is, what do I need right now? And get really present. And being present is sometimes difficult because it means acknowledging the hurt and having to deal with it. But it's coming up for a reason, and you can start to heal those parts of you that have been traumatized if you're willing to be present and deal with what's showing up in your body, to feel it, to integrate your consciousness back inside. And by doing so, you are more aware, you have more clarity, you have more direction, you have more purpose, you have more intuition of what's going on around you and inside of you. And you're not going to be as heavily influenced by those around you, because you are going to understand where you're going, and if what somebody has to offer, if it's going to help you get closer to where you're going or not. So one thing that I think is really powerful to remember is addictions are those things that completely derail you from who you are, from why you're here, from what you're up to in life. Because rather than considering where you're going and what you're doing with your life, you separate all of that. It's like you completely lose focus, and all you can think about is that thing. That thing could be a substance, it could be an emotion, it could be a person, whatever it is. It's so dysregulating, it's not healthy. And the only way to get you back is to get present within your body again, and to start wondering, what do I need? And when you start focusing or obsessing about that thing again, because it's like it's all you can think about, it's all you want, it's what you crave, you'll throw away everything, your time, your energy, your money, your like the things that fundamentally your core values suddenly don't have weight anymore because of an addiction. And so separating yourself from that thing is number one. You need space. You need the time to clear your mind. And with that might come up a lot of unresolved emotions. It's called the detox phase, right? You're having withdrawals. And when that starts to happen, it's important to remind yourself, okay, I'm here. I have a chance to be clear on who I am, and it's okay. It's okay to start to write down your fears, which are what you're currently experiencing. It's and your resentments. Often your fears can cause anxiety. Resentments are connected to the things that you are angry about, and just start getting it out. And I did this tool by Anna Runkle, and it's amazing. She offers it for free. If you watch her channel, she's also known as the Crappy Childhood Fairy on childhood PTSD. And the simple nutshell of it is do this morning and night if you struggle, and you'll be able to clear your mind and be able to get more present of what you need to do every day. And it works. Guaranteed you'll see results within a week. I hit a rock bottom and I started doing this, and the first few days, like she recommends, you write down all your resentments and your fears, everything that you feel angry about. I recommend that you go to her channel, and you can she'll email you all the instructions and a video tutorial and walk you through it. And then after you write that, then you release it. You're just letting it go. And she explains in detail multiple ways on how you can do that, whatever is most comfortable to you. And then to meditate. And she just says, practice one word, focus on that one word. Well, when I first started doing this, I was in such a deep, hard, dark spot. Meditating, just more negative stuff came up. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use this time to keep writing, to keep purging, to keep cleansing all of these really heavy feelings that I had. And within about 3 or 4 days, then I was able to meditate and then be present again in my body and in my being. And it was the fastest way that I got out of trauma and out of the drama that I was in, and cleared up a ton of trauma. It was so healthy. It was so healing. And rather than keep reliving my past, I was able to be present in the moment and start focusing on the hope of the future that I was living into. And then got more specific with that. Everything that you do, if it's positive affirmations, I got to that later on, but it was a matter of, I really need to have confidence that I can believe what I'm saying. And right now, saying just I'm an amazing person is almost too far out there. I had to just be like, I can see myself being an amazing person someday. I made it believable. And then I was able to say, I really think I'm an amazing person, and believe it. And I got to that point, but it took time. It took purging all of those self-defeating, self-destructive, self-sabotaging beliefs and feelings of something that happened that I could have taken as massive evidence to prove that I wasn't a good person. And so finding a way to clear, be getting present with the drama, so that I could clear my trauma, so that I could deal with what felt like PTSD, dealing with some massive post-traumatic stress disorder is what PTSD is, and adding the CPTSD is the childhood post-traumatic stress disorder. And so sometimes what happens in an adult life, the trauma and drama that happens is actually just bringing up the childhood stuff that we haven't dealt with yet. So that is part of childhood. It's I've been living fine, I've been living great, and then something happened and all this stuff was triggered, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was not present to that. And now that I am, what do I do with it? It's like something happened, and I went from being okay to I am not okay. And what do I do about that? How do I get rid of this drama in my life so that I can feel calm and normal and happy and regulated again? And anyway, that's the tool that I highly recommend. It's the first step to just really feeling good again about yourself and about your life, and being able to be present. And this is an invitation to do the work. I know with so many things, we want this get rich quick, or be happy now, and you can dismiss your emotions right now. You can try to bury them. You can try to pretend that they're not there. But often, if you want a permanent fix and healing where you are moved on and you're going to resonate with something new, you need to get through it. And by getting through it, it's acting on it, it's feeling it, and it's allowing yourself to get to the other side of, and how you really want to feel is on the other side of those hard feelings. So work through them. Like it's validating to do that. It's acknowledging. It's like, wow, I really have felt this way. I really believe that. And I can honor that. And now I can let it go. It's like, okay. And what's next? I can choose what's next now because I'm not letting that past run my life. And it's so liberating. It's amazing. And yet some of the stuff can be really hard and heavy. So I get that. And, but it's worth doing the work. So I invite you to do the work, to simply get present, spend 15 minutes or 5 minutes writing down the things that you're resenting or that you fear, and then letting them go, releasing them, choosing, despite how much they may feel real, to just allow yourself to let them go, because that was a reality, that was a story, that was the play, the drama that was playing out. And you're like, okay, I'm willing to let this go because I know that there's a feeling out there. There's a new way. There's a new story that I can live into. And that's why I'm doing this. So hold on. Maintain your hope. Remember that it's worth it. You're worth it. And I love you.